ain't no grave can hold my body down.
We wanted to make something a bit more emotional, where the fans can have a real stake in it. And I think that's actually a shift in media, and that's part of transmedia, which is storytelling regardless of platform. I think that in certain areas of being a viewer or consumer, there is an elevated expectation that everyone can have a stake. Right? We've gone from a culture of people who are largely media consumers to everyone is a media producer. Everyone's phone in the room shoots HD and they can publish it right now if they wanted to. So we're looking at fans of music, flowers on the grave, if you will, the monument kind of being built to cash, and challenging how lean forward can you make an experience, and will people come and contribute.
When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
We had a vision of a director, which I think is a very powerful and very important thing, who also understands the boundaries of creativity, and then my team of merry geeks who put it together. And I think that what's interesting about this, there's so much learning from this, is the restraint of design and not getting real fancy with it, but letting the content speak for itself. So we load these 1,370 frames in, and depending on when you came to the site, we decided which of 3 frames that you would be allowed to choose from. The algorithm changed over time. The drawing tool, you know, to say we're going to make a cutting-edge website that uses Flash, you get a lot of giggles from people in the tech community, but it's the right tool for the right job. When it comes to things like this, crowdsourcing or fan engagement, limitations of a technical system are wonderful anyway. They force you to think about how to solve the problem with the set of tools that you've been given. And the other part of that is that we were looking for a certain kind of style and feeling, and so you have to put it on rails to a certain extent.
Well, look down yonder, Gabriel. Put your feet on the land and see. But Gabriel, don't you blow your trumpet till you hear from me. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Essentially, we're storing XY coordinates, and the cool thing is we have this thing called the repainter in the back end, and I can take any drawing and then re-render it by loading in physically larger brushes. So if this needed to be a billboard or an art gallery, or it did have to go out as HD video for the purposes of being nominated for a Grammy. And then the sharing was unique in that the video changes every day depending on how it goes, and so the share is we can get an embedded version of the video in your blog, so every time we change on the server, yours changes, and your individual frame. Me personally, I grossly underestimated the creativity of the audience. I'm blown away what people did. The rewatchability of it and the fact that it does change and it's living and growing, it's really cool.